Welcome Rick Cohen, everybody. Give it up for Rick Cohen.
Hey. What's up, man? What's up, guys? Oh, it's so bright up here. Jesus Christ. I guess I'll tell you guys some jokes, I guess, anyways. So I took a train on the way here. And it's not even true, but I did it anyway. So I'm sitting on the train, and I'm, like, chilling. And this old couple, I don't know why, they just wanted to come and, like, sit next to me. These, like, really old people, and I'm sitting there. And this lady's like, oh, what are you going to New York City for? And I'm like, all right, I guess we'll talk about this. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to do comedy. I'm going to do a stand-up show. And then her husband is like, oh, you're funny? Hey, Bill, get over here. Hey, we got a funny guy. Well, come on, man. Tell us a joke. Dance, monkey, dance. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. This is bullshit. Like, you don't see me going up to fucking, like, trash man. Be like, what do you do? I'm a trash man. Well, pick it up, bitch. Don't fuck with me, man. Pick my shit up. That was vulgar. Did they tell you guys this is being filmed? Does anyone know that this is being filmed? There's a camera guy out there. I'm just keeping him on his toes. So I'm in college, so, you know, I go to parties every once in a while. And, yeah, all right, cool. And, like, I was at this last party, and I was like, man, I really feel like I'm just creeping everyone out. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I figured it out. I know what it is. It's because I do this when I'm talking sometimes. There's really nothing you can say that doesn't make that, like, outrageously creepy. Like, oh, hey, you guys want to see the upstairs of my new house? Sarah, I like that dress. Oh, you're pregnant? Can I hold the baby? Are you texting over here? That's bullshit. You should be texting me. You should be like, Rick, LOL. And I'll be like, TY, motherfucker. That means thank you for people that don't have phones or text messaging. So I'm sorry. Oh, there's a stool there. So I get in a lot of trouble at parties sometimes because I, like, do things that are really inappropriate. Like, I hit on people's girlfriends and, like, throw beer at people. And that's really, you're not supposed to do that. So I'm not very strong, so I get in a lot of, like, people try and fight me every once in a while. And, like, you know, I can't fight anyone, obviously. So whenever there's, like, a situation where someone wants to fight me, I'm like, all right, I have no choice. I just got to do something, like, really fucked up to convince them it's not worth it. So this one guy's like, yo, let's go, asshole, I'm ready. And I'm like, yeah, like, all right, I'll throw my pants off. I'm like, let's go, fucker, I'm gonna make it rain, bitch. All over your face. Bam. Oh, Lord. So just like most comedians, I just broke up with my girlfriend. And it doesn't really matter what her name is, because she's not real. But Cindy was a really special girl. Cindy was the first girl I ever broke up with. I'd always been dumped before, and this is the first girl I broke up with. And it's ridiculous. It's crazy. You see, when you break up with someone, it's like you just got out of prison. It's like you're like, oh my God, I can do whatever. I can smoke pot. I can, like, hang out with my friends. I can take a shit now. Like, this is great. But when you get dumped, it's not like that at all. It's like the end of the world. It's like your dog just fucking died. And you're, like, writing poems to your dog, and you're walking around. You're like, oh, this sucks. My dog's dead. And then 2 weeks later, someone else is walking your dog. And you're like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit. You're my dog. And the dog's like, I don't fucking know who this is. I've never seen this guy in my life. And the husband's like, you want me to take care of this? And I'm like, oh, fuck this. All right, that didn't go over as well as I thought it would. That's funnier on paper, I guess. Anyways, so I had to get a job the other day, and I take a drug test for this job. And this didn't go very well, mainly because I don't abstain from anything. But so I was like, I have to get my friend's urine. Like I have no choice. I can't do this with like myself. It's not gonna work. So I got my friend's piss and I put it in like a little heater and I wore it in my crotch. And I went and I did the test and I was like, all right, I'm good. This is solid. Like I'm fine. So I get a call and like the other day I called up the place to find out how my test went. And they're like, yeah, you passed for drugs. I was like, oh, cool, all right. And they're like, well, you're pregnant. I was like, well, I passed, right? So, and they're like, well, sir, I don't know if you understand. You can't be pregnant. I'm like, what? Is this a drug test or a pregnancy test? I passed, right? Like, that's fine. There's no problem. I just hung up and hopefully she got confused. It's rough, though. I mean, like, I like to smoke weed, like, pretty much all the time. I'm sorry, I'm a little drowsy right now. Anyways, I'm going to tell you guys about what I like to do when I'm high. My favorite thing to do when I'm high is to watch weed commercials. Have you guys ever watched a weed commercial? All right, cool. It's a commercial that tries to convince you that smoking weed is bad for you. And my favorite one is when the guy, he's sitting on his couch like this, and he's watching TV. He's like minding his own business. And his dog like strolls in, and his dog comes in, and they start having a conversation. Like they're just discussing like the world and what they think is important. And then the dog leaves disappointed that he smokes weed, and he just walks out, and he's like, you disappoint me. And I was thinking, like, who's this commercial made for? If there's no one left in your life that's telling you that you should stop smoking weed except your dog, you should probably just keep smoking weed, man. Like, I can't imagine hanging out with my friends, like, yo, you trying to hit this blunt, dude? Like, nah, I can't, man. I promised my dog I'd quit. It's really straining out our relationship. My dog loves when I smoke weed. That's the only time I really talk to him. That's the only time he talks back, either. All right, you guys have been, like, so wonderful. I'm going to leave now.